2, check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Can I be heard? Ancestors, may I speak? Check 1, 2, check 1, 2. Can I be heard? Can I be heard? Ancestors, may I speak? Peace and love, family. Can I be heard? I need to know if I can be heard. Check 1, 2. Can I be heard? I was kind of tired. I was kind of tired. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? I was kind of tired. I didn't know if I was going to do a show tonight. You know what I'm talking about? But I got to do what I got to do. Starlight, how you doing? I was kind of tired. Oh, my goodness, family. I got news for y'all tonight, man. I got news for y'all tonight. Don't be worried about me, Mika. Worry about the bear. Matter of fact, let me come up in here. Mika says she worried about me. Mika, don't you dare worry about me. You worry about the bear. You know the old folk used to say, I ain't do my duty over here and clean up. Don't worry about that. Anyway, I missed y'all. How was y'all doing? I've been away. That's right. I will have Moorish convention and things of that type of stuff. I'll have Moorish convention, family. Listen, I got back, man. I had to buckle down. I got to buckle down, you know. Man, you got to take your whole family cross country. They got to eat out every day. And when you're vegetarian, vegan, it can cost a little bit. You know what I mean, man? So I had I'm back in the saddle, man. I'm trying to get my grind on. So I need you to hit the cash app. I need you to let me sell you some foolishness. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, I am in the process of building a tower to heaven, and I need you to donate. This tower to heaven is going to get us all in heaven. So I need you to donate. Everybody, $19.99. And we're going to get into this tower and we're going to walk up like an escalator. I need you all to donate. We're going to have it done in 2054. But I need you to donate right now. We gonna build. Y'all ain't trying to go to heaven. I thought y'all was trying to go to heaven. I don't know. If you ain't trying to go, then don't donate. But if you're trying to go to heaven, donate so we can build this tower by 2054. Now, if you donate fast, we might get it in by 2040. Damn it, smart. Nah, them FBA. Man, them FBA dead and stinking, man. He said, I thought the FBA got you. Let me share some of these things, fam. How y'all doing? Y'all share this, fam. You know how they do us. You know they don't want people, they don't want people to tune in. You know they don't want people to tune in. You know what I mean? But look, family. Thurman Smart said he thought the FBA's then got me. Nah, man, they almost vanished out of planet Earth. They almost like dinosaurs. Walaikum Salam, Lunch Break Chronicles, they like dinosaurs, man. They hard to find now, man. Yeah, Thurman Smart talking crazy up me. Where you been at, Thurman Smart? Thank you so much, my brother, for your contribution. But Thurman Smart, I got to get on you about this, man. I got to get on you about this. He said, man, I thought FBA got hold of you. Man, you ain't supposed to say got a hold. You're supposed to say got hold of you. I was about to call FBI to put out an APB on you. You call the FBI on the FBI? You can't do that, brother. You can't call the FBI on the FBI. You know what I'm saying? So all you gotta do is email me. Just email me. But please, don't think you're going to call the FBI on the FBI, family. You're in for a major surprise. Thank you so much, Thurman Smart. You're so kind. You know what I mean? And all of y'all, man, I really appreciate y'all. I really miss y'all, man. I was busy. On convention, fam. We had a beautiful convention this year. We do it every year. If you follow me on social media, I don't really report on what I'm doing all the time. Because of people can get crazy sometimes, man, and I ain't trying to pull out the Jemmy and flat blast everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take my time, family. But let me tell you something, family. Before we get started, while people are coming in here, I want to share this with you, right? So, on this convention, right, we had a beautiful convention, amazing convention, family. I'm gonna share with y'all a few pictures. So, man, we definitely had an amazing convention. It was beautiful. To say the least, you know what I mean? To say the least. Let me see if I want to try to, it was super beautiful, but I'm going to share this with y'all. I'm going to share a few things with y'all, family. So one of the things that we do is we go to the last resting place for the physical remains of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And let me set this up properly, family. I ain't setting it up properly right now. And man, we had a beautiful time. Yeah, man, we had a beautiful time. So give me 1 second. I want to set this up properly. I want to show you, fam. If you are not a subscriber to the other channel, I kind of changed the name, and I want y'all to go subscribe to that because I'll be on there tomorrow. Let me just share this. So I want to show this to y'all. How y'all been doing? I mean, forget me. How y'all been doing? I've been all right. Man, I feeling good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? But how y'all been doing? Where's that thing at? Let me see. Bam. Okay, here we go. So, family, I want to share one thing with y'all before I get started. I got a few things I got to share with y'all. We ain't going to be long tonight. But tomorrow, hopefully we got an interview coming up tomorrow. But I want to share this with y'all. If I can get it off my phone and get it to you, we be all right. There it is. Bam. All right. So yeah, I want to share a few things with y'all tonight, man. I hope y'all doing okay tonight. I hope y'all miss me like I miss you. I hope you miss me like I miss you. You know what I'm saying? So listen, family, the first thing the first thing is this. Let me get it together. Oh, my bad. Hey, family. So the first thing I want to share with you is that I have to retire. My quote, brother. I have to retire.
He says to Harker Bay, Toronto Johnson.
An all-new episode premieres tonight.
I call for a mortgage court on brother Toronto Johnson. He says to Harker Bay, Toronto Johnson.
An all-new episode premieres tonight.
I call for a mortgage court on brother Toronto Johnson. He says to Harker Bay, Toronto Johnson.
An all-new episode premieres tonight.
I call for a mortgage court on brother Toronto Johnson.
So, family, I have to retire Richard Anael-Bey. Richard Anael-Bey transitioned on October the 14th, 2024. And I just say, pray for his family. Pray for his family, and he passed. I'm not sure. I think it was a heart attack. And me and him didn't see eye to eye. But one thing for sure, and two things for certain. I don't support. I don't support the transitioning at young age. What I consider young. I think people got a lot of. I think people got a lot of life in them, and 50 years old is young. So I got to retire it because he passed for him. He was on a live, and 3 hours later, word is that he had a heart attack something of that nature. And so tonight will be the last time that I will be playing that clip. If it slips in some videos every once in a while, it's not intentional. And even though, you know, we didn't agree or see eye to eye, you know, he still has a family. He has a wife. You know what I mean? He still has people that love him. You know what I mean? Even if we disagreed. So I ask that you keep his family in your prayers, and I will definitely do the same. Now, who is this dude, Dalgo? Dude got a whole plethysite hat on. Who is this dude, Dalgo? Or is it Go Dow? Go down on Tariq Nasheed. Is that what that is? Dalgo, or is it he just put it backwards? Go down on Tariq Nasheed. Is that what it is? Oh, you stop it, Grand Sheik. You can't say that kind of thing. You're a Grand Sheik. Well, let me tell you something. I fight fire with fire. When the devil throw fire, I throw it right back at him. I throw it right back at him. I ain't got no problem with it, and I make no apology about it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, family, I don't know what y'all been up to, but have y'all noticed that the reparations talk has died? Family, we're running out of content. We're running out of content, family, because the reparations talk is dead, man. I mean, and soon the Jesus Trump thing is going to be gone. What we going to be talking about? I mean, what we going to be talking about, man? What is Freaky Ricky going to go to next? He can't talk. I mean, you know, this is all about talking about immigrants and FBA is all about a political campaign to stir people towards Trump. After Trump campaign is over, what we doing? What we doing? Listen, family. All the talk about reparation is not a political talking point, so now the talk is gone. California pinned the reparations talk on the backboard. Let me show you something. When a group of people is really fighting for something, no matter what the opposition does, they continue to fight. But on this medium that we call social media, podcasting, YouTube, whatever, most people are really not fighting for nothing. The only thing they're fighting for is views and likes and cheers. They're not really fighting for nobody. I mean, they're not really fighting for nobody. And at the end of the day, these people claim to be FBA. They in an island of their own. So now they even dropping the FBA. They even dropping the FBA. Ain't that something? Even Ricky dropping the FBA. Everybody is getting. It's almost over, man. It's almost over. It's a shame, man, that they back themselves in that corner like that, man. But anyway, let's get it started. Let's start the show.
I know people from Alabama from the year of 86. I even know the plot that locked you up and made you flip. I know who got you the ticket and flew you to LA. I know the facility they trained you in. Please don't make a say. One more cheap shot, I'll expose it all. I know the relationship between your mom and pa.
Yes, indeed.
Your father abandoned you and Miss Shirley took you in. All the tears behind the grin can't wash away the sin. They used you at 17 and they using you at 56. They used you in that stain when they got all them bricks. Is it all worth it living in fear? Looking over your shoulder every day of the year. You built a prison around yourself
for you and your family. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone will get jammed. You built a prison around yourself for you and your family. And if I'm forced to expose it, everyone will get jammed. You built a prison around yourself for you and your family. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone will get jammed. You built a prison around yourself for you and your family. And if I'm forced to expose you, everyone will get jammed.
We know about Peanut and her deepest fears.
Huh?
We know how you try to hide a name for years. We know she FBA, but it gets much worse. We know when you met, and we know her date of birth.
What up, Hakeem?
All them sleepless nights, popping pills, will still stay up. We can make this easy or we can make hard. Cut the check and we can disregard. If not, you can expect to hear your darkest secrets. And I got the receipts to back up what I'm speaking.
You built the prison around yourself.
For you and your fam, and if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. You built a prison around yourself. For you and your fam, and if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed.
You built a prison around yourself.
For you and your fam, and if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed. You built a prison around yourself. For you and your fam, and if I'm forced to expose you, everyone would get jammed.
Yeah, family. Hey, family. A federal judge just ruled that Rudy Giuliani, let me see if I can screen share this demonstration. Let me see if I can screen share this. Let me see if I can screen share this for you. Rudy Giuliani must pay $150 million. You see that? He got to give up his possessions. Anybody hear about that? Hold up, family. Listen. See, that's why sometimes it's just good to settle. They want to go and fight these things, man. You can't. Man, listen, man. When the evidence so strong, man, you just got to go ahead and settle. There's too much evidence. Let me see if I can share this with y'all real quick. Let me see if I can share this with y'all. Y'all familiar with this case? I don't know if y'all familiar with this case. Here it is. Here it is right here. Y'all familiar with this case right here? Can you see it? I was just getting it together. Crypto. Look. I need to tighten up now. Don't get it twisted. I've been on hiatus. You know what I mean? Listen to this, family. If you ain't aware of this, check it out. If you ain't aware of this, check it out. Let me see if I can pull it to you real quick. There it is. Look at that. A federal judge on Tuesday ordered former Donald Trump attorney and New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani to turn over all his valuable possessions. Oh, yeah. To turn over all his valuable possessions, family. Can you imagine that? Good night. Turn over all his valuable possessions and his Manhattan penthouse apartment to the control of Rudy Friedman and Shay Moss, the Georgia election workers he defamed. Y'all see that? The workers he defamed. Hold up 1 second. Let me turn my phone down. That he defamed and to whom he now owes $150 million. Somebody say, isn't Giuliani bankrupt? Well, he ain't that bankrupt because they want him to turn over his Manhattan penthouse. I'm telling you, family. I mean, just a tidbit of sidebar news, family. Just a little bit of sidebar news. The woman who counted Georgia ballots after 2020 election will also be entitled to about $2 million in legal fees. Giuliani has said that Trump campaign still owe him. Good goodness. Listen, man, it don't pay to defame people. It just don't pay. It's just not a smart thing to do. I mean, it's just not a smart thing to do, family. He should have tried to settle. But, hey, people be, that arrogance, man, that arrogance is something else when people have a little bit of power, man. This is something else, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, family. Yeah, he built the prison around himself. You better know it. What up, Divine Allah? How you doing, family? So, family, listen, another thing I want to share with you is that, so when I was in where was I at? Oh, when I was in Chicago. So when we go to this, in Chicago, when we go and visit the gravesite of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, I also pay homage to some of our heroes, and here you can see me. I'm paying homage to Emmett Till, and that's one thing about me. Listen, Moorish Americans get a bad rap because of these crazy, weird Moors on the internet, but that's not me. And please don't confuse them with me, and don't confuse me with them. And so I pay. Somebody say, don't lie on people is the lesson. Absolutely. So I pay homage to our people. You feel what I'm saying? No matter where they may be, I pay homage to our people. I love our people. I love our struggle. Our struggle is a beautiful struggle. And at the end of the day, when we get to the other side, we will really appreciate even the conflict with one another, even the drama. We will appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, in between time, we have to pay homage for those who fell victim to the struggle against white supremacy, the real victims, man, not this old crazy stuff that you see today on the internet. But anyway, so every year what I do is I try to find one of the Moorish American matriarchs or patriarchs, right? And so a few years ago, we were searching for grave sites of Moors that was with Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And one of the things that I noticed is that for the longest, if I've been on the internet, long as I've been on social media, I had never seen nobody at the gravesite of Prophet Noble Drew Ali's wife. And so I wondered, like, where is she buried? And so I searched and searched and searched. I kept coming up empty. Where is Prophet Noble Drew Ali's wife buried? We give her honor all the time. And so this past Sunday, we were at the cemetery, and I walked the cemetery up and down. In fact, I'm going to tell the story on an upcoming podcast. And matter of fact, I need to put the link in here so y'all can subscribe. But I walked up and down. The brothers and sisters that was with me right here, we walked up and down, trying to find this grave site, right? And it appears to me that those who had hijacked the movement of the Moorish Science Temple of America was trying to, it seemed like a cover-up to me. Like there's nowhere in the world that Prophet Noble Drew Ali's wife cannot be found. I mean, you look through the registry, nothing. But I'll tell the story on Sunday on the other channel. Anyway, we found the gravesite. After 30 years, she was buried in transition in 1994. So after 30 years, I haven't seen anybody. And if it's somebody around, then I'm just misinformed. But after 30 years, it appears that we are the first to discover it from those who was trying to keep it a secret from us. Why they was keeping it a secret from us, I haven't figured that out yet. But for 30 years, we have seen no one pay homage to Prophet Noble Drew. Nobody in the Moorish circle. Family, press 7 if you understand what I'm saying. There is nobody in any Moorish circle that I've ever seen pay homage to Sister Pearl Drew Ali. They go to Prophet Noble Drew Ali gravesite all the time. They go to, they read about people who have transitioned. They call dead people. They talk about people who gone to ancestors, but I've never seen it before. So, little old me and everybody in this picture, we actually find it. Now, when I find it, I go on to social media and let everybody know that I found the gravesite of Sister Pearl Drew Ali. And family, would you believe that no other than Sharif Bey, a couple people step up and start talking crazy, but Sharif Bey, anybody remember Sharif Bey? If you don't remember Sharif Bey, I'm going to share it with you in a minute. The brother Sharif Bey, and I got to cook him. I got to cook him soon. The brother Sharif Bey steps up and said the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard. He says something to the effect Give me a second. He says something to the effect that we are worshiping graves or something weird like that. So he got me blocked, but so I can't see him on social media. But somebody sends this to me. He says, Islam, everyone. And honestly, all of this doting over a gravesite, and I mean anyone's gravesite, is an indication that those are doing so went back to church and ceased studying our prophet instructions. Now, this hypocrite right here goes to Prophet Noble Drew Ali's gravesite every year just to honor the work of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. But he is a part of the infiltration group that infiltrated the movement during the time of the prophet, right? And they're still living till this day. The group, he's a part of that group. He's a part of that group that infiltrated the Moorish Science Temple of America and ultimately was accused of murdering Prophet Noble Drew Ali. He's a part of that group. Now, after 30 years, he's a part of the group that was concealing it because they were the one that were in charge of burying Sister Pearl Drew Ali. And that's a whole nother story that I'll explain Sunday. But after 30 years, I'm standing beside the gravesite, me and the Moors, of Sister Pearl Drew Ali, and this hypocrite have the nerve to say something like this. That is an empty car Krishna in the ground. This is the respect that this weirdo shows to our ancestor. That is an empty car Krishna in the ground. And those giving too much attention to it are like a frenzied men carrying an empty car. They worship at the altar when there's no altar fire. But guess what? He be the same one to talk about ancient Kemet. He be the same way to talk about Noble Drew Ali. He be the same one to talk about all those who transitioned before us. And he'll be the same one standing in front of the gravesite of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, and the same one who's doing funerals for people, and the same one kissing up to those crazy Masons doing rituals at funerals. It's so come tomorrow on the other channel. Let me see if I can get the link. Come tomorrow on the other channel. I will be live. I will be live tomorrow on the other channel. Let me find the link real quick. I got to put y'all on point, and then we'll get on with the show. On the other channel, I changed it to Chief Protector of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And on the other channel, let me get this link real quick. I'm going to get the link for you, because I want y'all to come over there and see me demonstrate and get busy. I want y'all to see me demonstrate and get busy about this guy. This guy about to get a whole bunch of smoke. He about to get a whole bunch of smoke. Because family, the thing is, we know that, I mean, come on, man. This is the prophet's wife. You know what I mean? This is the final resting place of her remains. And that's the best that he can come up with. That's the best that he can come up with. Unbelievable to me. But anyway, family, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to it. I hope y'all can see it. Please subscribe to it. And yeah, because it's going down. Press 7 if y'all can see it. Y'all can see it? Please subscribe to it because it's going down tomorrow. It's going down tomorrow. And in fact, let me do this screen share. And this was the best thing he came up with. That after 30 years, family, can you imagine that if your family member or your loved one had been buried somewhere and you didn't know where the final resting place was for 30 years? Listen, my father passed away a few years ago, and I don't go to the gravesite all the time. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, I know where my father's final resting place is from the physical perspective. You know what I mean? My grandmother, I know where the final resting place. Can you imagine 30 years? No one knows where they honor Prophet Noble Drew Ali. They honor the work of Sister Pearl Drew Ali, but no one knows where her final remains is because some group have take control over the process of the burial ritual and no one knows? And these people call Prophet Noble Drew Ali a prophet and call Sister Pearl Drew Ali the prophet's wife, but no one knows. And now that I find it, they say, oh, it's an empty car of Krishna. There is no altar fires there. Man, he got to get that smoke tomorrow. He got to get that smoke tomorrow. He got to. Ain't no way, ain't no two ways about it. But with that being said, let me go on and get busy. Family, Mr. Riki, he going down, family. I want to share a few things, which we ain't gonna be long tonight because I got a few shows coming up real soon. I got a few good shows coming up real soon, and we're going to get busy. So don't worry about if we take it slow tonight. You know what I'm talking about. We might take it slow tonight. But listen, family. So let's start this off, family. So this is the show tomorrow. If you see this on the other channel, this is the thumbnail for tomorrow's show. Is going to be on the other channel, and I'm going all the way in on that channel. I'm doing Moorish content, Moorish frauds. I'm going to do some teaching on there for those who always say every once in a while, you don't talk about Moors, and da-da-da. We're going to do that on that channel. We're going to do a little bit on that channel, you know what I mean? So look out for this, and I call it Kirkman Bey Reincarnated because he is the Kirkman Bey. The Kirkman Bey is the guy that was a part of the crew that tried to overthrow the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Kirkman Bey was accused of killing Prophet Noble Drew Ali in some newspapers. And so, but ultimately, I'm going to tell that whole story too about the crew that ran down on Prophet Noble Drew Ali and ultimately how he met his demise by the way of the knife, as it says in the newspaper. He met his end by the way of the knife route. So we're going to talk about that, family. So stay tuned for that for tomorrow. Also, family, the name of the channel is Chief Protector. That's right, the Chief Protector of Islam. Chief Protector of the Moorish Science Temple of America, in other words, I'm just trying to preserve the purity of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I ain't trying to proselytize. I ain't trying to do any of that. I'm just trying to expose these people that try to keep the truth from the public. Period, point blank. That's what I'm trying to do. That's all I'm trying to do. Thank you so much again, Brother Thurman. But anyway, let's get to it, family. If you've been paying attention, because I ain't been around, I'm glad y'all been paying attention. But if you notice, Mr. Nasheed, even on this video right here, he's starting to stick to ease his way. My bad. He's starting to ease his way away from black, family. I mean, from FBA. Y'all know, family, pay close attention. Every so often, if you pay close attention, you will notice that he don't use FBA as frequently. You see what I'm saying? He still drops it in there. And I want to thank y'all. Because without y'all, this thing would never, ever stop. It's slowing down, family. We're slowing down the grift. Majorly slowing down the grift. So, because we don't even see them on X no more. You don't see them on X no more. You know what I mean? And then when you look at what is being posted on his website, that's right. We monitoring this nonsense. We're monitoring this nonsense. When you look at his website on X, you start to see that he's just throwing shows together. He's throwing anything together. Family, let me tell you something. Y'all might don't understand what's happening here. But if you do understand, this good. But if you don't, I'm going to explain. What's happening here is that this thing is fizzing out. And it's fizzing out. And what I'm saying with the part that you don't understand maybe is that there was many groups of people that disagreed with Mr. Nasheed, came at Mr. Nasheed. He was able to get their channel removed. He was able to buy them into silence. He was able to do a lot of things with some of these older channels. And I'm going to do a review about all the channels that was deleted. You see what I'm saying? that was all deleted. I'm going to do a review on all the channels, but we are still here. He tried to get my channel removed. He tried to silence me with a fake peace order. He tried to embarrass me by assault. He tried to embarrass me by calling me a registered sex offender. He tried to do all of these things, but guess what? At the end of the day, Moorish World TV is still here reporting on what's going on in real time. That's all we're doing. We're looking at the things that's on the internet and we're covering it. And no one is let me say, no one is exempt from being covered. No one is exempt. So it's like Tariq Nasheed. He can cover everybody, talk about everybody. Look at these titles. Look at these titles. Dirty dashiki drama, street life debate, destructive or balance, stuff like that. Now, that's the first title I've ever seen that is not attacking something in a long time. But most of them titles, it's always about somebody. Look at this one here. Look at this one. This is what he's putting up now. It's falling apart, family. Look, everything negative in relation to Kamala will be dumped on black women, and if it's possible, if it's positive, it will be attributed to Kamala's East Indian heritage. This is why allowing ethnic cosplay is bad. Cosplay is bad. Listen to this, family. I want you to hear this out. Let's unpack this. Let's unpack this. He says everything negative in relation to Kamala will be dumped on black women, and if it's positive, it will be attributed to Kamala's East Indian heritage. We know that's a lie. We haven't seen them mention East India yet. This is why allowing ethnic cosplay is bad. But what he just said, right, doesn't even make sense in the big scheme of things, because this is the ethnic cosplay right here. Like anything negative, he tried to call people tethers. Anything negative, he says that they are tethers. That's ethnic cosplay right there. I mean, he said a non-FBA vendor. When of course we found out that the guy was FBA. So what he says right here is it's consistent with what he does. You know what I mean? That anything negative against what he call an FBA, he's going to call them non-FBA. You know what I'm saying? Anything that makes FBA, his group, look crazy, he's going to say is non-FBA with no evidence, no nothing. So that is ethnic cosplay at its best. And we've seen him do it many a times. So it amazes me that no one within the FBA constituent is even questioning any of these crazy comments, crazy moves that he be making. It doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me that nobody is questioning this. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm gonna keep you on point. When he's talking about ethnic cosplay, what is this other than ethnic cosplay? West African says FBA never fought other groups. And let me give you now. I didn't have time today, and I wish I did. Family, he has employed actors to debate him on his channel. Anybody ever watch Tariq Nasheed and notice that if he's on camera, he never bring the debater on camera? Most of the time, it's always some very articulate, seem like radio host voice type person. I wouldn't be surprised if they got AI generated argument to make it seem as if a debate. But even in this West African thing, says FBA fought for other groups. FBA never fought for other groups. West Africans say FBA never fought for other groups. To me, I'm saying to myself, cosplay, ethnic cosplay, this is ethnic cosplay at its best. Everything negative that he can find, he is coming for Africa. Hey, he slowed down with the Mexicans. Y'all remember the Mexican guy? Absolutely Harris cosplay. But that's the pot calling the kettle black. The original people. I'm not saying Harris don't cosplay or pander. She don't cosplay. She panders. I mean, she doesn't. Harris doesn't cosplay. She's pandering. With her greens and all that. But I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the hypocritical position of this guy. I'm not voting for Harris. I'm not voting for Trump. I'm saying we should vote for us. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying we need to organize ourselves and get ourselves together. Do you think the Amish are sitting around arguing about if Trump is the best or Harris is the best for them? Huh? Do you think that? Do you think any independent group here in America that you know or don't know about, do you think they're sticking around? Do you think they're sticking around and arguing about who's best for them? Kamala? Huh? Nah, you know good and well they not. So why should we? You know what I mean? So why should we? That's all I'm saying. Why should we be sitting around arguing about who is best for us when we got all the time in the world to organize us and find out what is best for us? You know what I mean? You hear me? That's what we supposed to be doing. We supposed to be organized. What's stopping us from organizing to help us? You know what I mean? What's stopping? That's right. Both of them ain't right. That's right. That's right. We live, Mello. That's right. Like any people with common sense would be sitting around trying to figure out if everything crash, where you're going to live. If everything crash, where you're going to get some water. If everything fall apart, how you going to survive. That's what we need to be talking about. Anyway, look at this. Mason at MAGA. You are always complaining. Just make sure you do your job and vote red this election. That's all we care about. After that, you are no longer needed. You should be seen, not heard. Can't wait for you monkeys to get deported. Here's our president. He's our president, not yours. You feel me? You feel me? So at the end of the day, family, listen, people can say Trump ain't racist and all that. Okay, let me tell you something. He triggers the racists. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you, this ain't to try to get you a vote for Kamala, because I'm going to tell you at the end of the day, Kamala works for the Democratic Party. You see what I'm saying? Kamala works for the Democratic Party. Trump works for the Republican Party. And the party is most likely not doing anything specifically for us as a people. Either party has an agenda for us. Tippy said, I'm voting for Kamala because of fair housing and civil rights protections. They just served my landlord, they just served my landlord for racism. Hey, when I talk about Kamala, I'm just saying, somebody said Judge Joe Brown say Trump used to date black women. Well, the slaveholder did too. How you think so many light-skinned people get around? I mean, the slaveholder used to have sex with sisters. The slaveholder didn't have no problem with having intercourse with sisters. So when Judge Bro Brown say that old crazy stuff, that don't mean nothing to me. The slaveholder put bitty babies out there with sisters. That mean nappy head and all, barefoot, crusted toes and all. Slaveholder don't care about that. Slaveholder be messing with sheep and everything. That's right. Slaveholder don't care. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, Trump was seen around a lot of quote unquote famous and influential quote unquote black people back in the day, but that was all business. So I don't really buy that stuff. I've met people like that in my life. I met people like that in my life that they are not typical races, but when you listen to them close, they're closet racists, and they try their best to get along with whomever for business purposes, for advancement purposes, but deep down inside, shoot. And I don't know if Trump is a true racist or a closet racist, but I do know he triggered a racist. I do know that. I do know that for a fact. You know what I mean? With that being said, I also know that Trump ain't kicking out a dime.
So let's say you have a liberal city, let's Los Angeles, San Diego, and they just decide we're going to get rid of that history. We got new history. This is America built off the backs of slaves, unstolen.
Hold up. I can't hear it. Hold up. One second. Can y'all hear?
Land. And that curriculum comes in. So let's say you have a liberal city, let's Los Angeles, San Diego, and they just decide we're going to get rid of that history. We got new history. This is America built off the backs of slaves, unstolen land. And that curriculum comes in.
Then we don't send them money. We would save half of our budget.
Okay.
So let's say you have a liberal city, let's Los Angeles, San Diego, and they just decide we're going to get rid of that history. We got new history. This is America built off the backs of slaves on stolen land. And that curriculum comes in. Then we don't send them money.
And we don't send them money. And we don't send them money. And we don't send them money. And we don't send them money. And we don't send them money.
So family, at the end of the day, I don't know if y'all just heard that. He straight up just said that if they were to teach in school if they were to teach in school that slaves built America in a liberal state, Trump said you don't send them money. So if he ain't going to send no money right there, you know good and well you butt naked out. And that's why it's important for like-minded people to come together and create their own condition. That's why it's important. Because it's all a matrix. It's all a game. It's all a game. That's why it's so important. But hey, they'll find out the hard way. They'll find out the hard way that there ain't no love. Ain't no love. They think it's some love. Now look. The funny thing about every so often you will hear Tariq Nasheed says something about reparations, but not like he used to. Not like he used to. I mean, look at this. What percentage of black blood is required to qualify for reparations? Family, there is not even a legislation for reparation. See how he triggers these conversations, these ignorant conversations? What percentage of black blood is required? None is required. None. It's just stupid conversation. No black blood is required because there ain't no such thing. There's nothing on the books. There's nothing put into legislation. There's nothing put into law. There is no parameters. But these crazy FBA will sit up there and argue, well, if you got 2%, then you're disqualified. Well, no, if you got 10%, then you're disqualified. Well, no. 10%. Is quite enough. 10% is quite enough. Unbelievable that they would sit up there and argue about this foolishness as opposed to come together and try to establish something. They need to ask what's going on with the Hidden History Museum and why ain't no school trips going up in there. They need to ask why it's probably up for sale. Oh, my bad. Hold up. They need to ask why ain't no more parties going on. They need to ask, are those really FBAs in that Hidden History Museum doing them comedy shows? Or are they seat warmers? That's what they need to do. Family, they playing a serious game. Make no mistake about it. They playing a serious game. Look here, family, let me give you the update, family. Listen, y'all are doing a wonderful job. And I won't be mentioning much more because, Look at these numbers. He's uploading 2 videos a day. This is just the update. He's uploading 2 or 3 videos a day. And guess what? All of that 100,000 views is going away fast. Unless he get the bots. Unless he gets the bots. You see that? So ain't no reason for me to mention him and send people over there anymore because it's dying fast. And this is why he's uploading 3 videos a day. 3 videos a day. You see that? Oh, yeah. We monitoring this stuff. 3 videos a day. 2 days ago, 3 videos. Yeah, he trying to get that YouTube money. You know what I mean? Look at that. 3 videos a day. You know what I mean? And then, listen. He said he moving the museum to ATL. Okay. Good luck with that. How you going to move it to ATL? See, y'all know what that means? Deion Jacobs, please send me that clip. We already know he's selling it. How you going to move a museum to ATL? You got to sell that and then purchase another one. Huh? How do you move a museum to ATL? Listen, family, we already did the math. Dante Jacobs, somebody put my email in there. Dante Jacobs, send me the link so I can do a show on that and I can show you what's really going on. I need to hear that clip. We already told you what was going to happen. We told that 6 months ago what was going to happen. I mean, he moving the museum. Where you going to put it on the pickup truck? Man, y'all know the play. He going to sell that demonstration and said he's looking for another one. And guess what? Ain't no another one coming. And if he do, he will lease a building just to keep people quiet for a minute and keep it pushing. I already called it. I'm trying to get me a little spot out in there. We're gonna name that the Tether Museum. That's right. We're gonna put everybody up in there. Tethers. We're gonna name it Tethers. It's gonna be a bar at night and a museum in the day. Tethers. Hey, man, meet me around Tethers. Man, listen. The only thing about Tethers, you definitely got to have the Uber driver to bring you the drinks at Tethers. I'm trying to tell you. I tried to warn y'all. Y'all coming to Tethers. We gonna have a grand opening at Tethers. We gonna hear that joint tripping. That's right. We gonna be eating couscous and everything. That's right, with the fingers. Dip that joint, mop, and then look you in the face. That's right. We grab that ball of dough and squeeze that demonstration. Dip that demonstration in the green joint. Hop. Welcome to Tethers. Dumb is you. That's right. We gonna have jerk chicken up in that demonstration. Goodness gracious. Vegan jerk chicken. We gonna have Indian food from India. We gonna have Haitian food. Yes, indeed. We gonna have a whole smorgasbord of the diaspora. Welcome to Tethers. That's right. If you got a hairline, you can't get in. That's right. If you got a hairline, glued on or otherwise, you can't get in. I don't care. If you got that joint painted on, glued on, or whatever, that means if you got a unit on your head, you can't get in. You got to be George Jefferson or better. And welcome to Tethers. That's right. We George Jefferson in that joint. That's right. You ain't got a George Jefferson. You can't come up in there. That's right. You getting up out there. That's right. And listen, we checking them Jones. That's right. If you got a unit, we gonna be pulling at it. So don't try coming there with the Tariq tether unit to cover your tetherness. We snatched that demonstration off. You coming in there raw. You coming in there raw. But anyway, I try to tell you, man. That's right. That's right. Ashy people free until 12. That's right. That's right. We want, and you can be musty because we got the windows open and everything. Everything that they say, we going to enjoy ourselves. Don't worry about it. That's right. Oh man, I got to go to this car wash again, man. I went there the other day. I wish I would have filmed. And man, this African guy, he was so funny. I was like, man, why you sitting up here at this car wash every time I come up here? He said, what? I got to work. I said, man, listen, where you from? He said, Africa. I said, brother, don't you dare tell me Africa. Don't you dare tell me Africa. Africa's a continent. I said, when somebody asks you where you from, you be sure to tell them where you from so we know how we're communicating. We know how we're relating. I said, so don't take me as I'm ignorant. And you going to tell me Africa, and it's a continent with over 60-some countries in it. So where you from? He said, I'm black. I said, man, you ain't never been black. You ain't start black until you came to America. Where was you before you America? Before you came to America? I said, are you Igbo? Because he had the Nigerian head. You know, they got the circle head. I said, you Igbo? He said, Igbo. Yes. How do you know? I said, you got the Igbo head. I said, but don't play with me, man. I said, when a brother in America asks you where you from, I say, man, you got to be related, man. I said, man, you can't be talking about I'm black and all that old dumb stuff. We trying to learn from you and you can learn from us, man. I said, man, y'all be playing games, man. And see, this is the type of communication that we got to have with some of our brothers, man, because they be tripping because of colonization. Colonization have them believing that they are more intelligent than us. Don't make no mistake about that. But that shouldn't stop us from initiating conversation if we encounter those type of environments. When I count them type of environments, man, I go all in like, nah, bro, you ain't gonna be sitting up here under your breath thinking something about me. I'm gonna call you out on it. That's right. That's right. I'm going to call you out on it, family. This is how we build relationships, family. We shouldn't be trying to look to destroy relationships even more than how the colonizer anticipated that we would do to each other. We should try to build it. But anyway, long story short, man, we sit up there and had a long laugh. We had a long laugh. He said, brother, you are so smart. You are so smart. I said, I know, so stop acting like I'm dumb. He said, couldn't. But we had a beautiful conversation. And family, this is how we build relationships with our people. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter, family. You ain't got to go out your way. But like me, I'm just going to the car wash. They done took over the car wash. They done took it over. That's right. That's right. Nigerians, sitting the brother from Senegal. They done took it over. The barbershop, the Dominicans, they done took the barbershop business over in a lot of places in Baltimore now. They everywhere. They everywhere. They done took the braiding over. And what's the name? Like, when I see things like this, the only thing I'm thinking is, what up, dog walk? The only thing I'm thinking is that maybe we will wake up and create these businesses and do for ourselves and not cry about what they are doing for themselves. Because the more that we cry, the more establishments that they put into our communities, and we're sitting there crying and we're not putting any establishments in the community. We're not teaching our children trades to go ahead and establish a barbershop. When I was growing up, the neighborhood barbershop was somebody that you knew, somebody that the family knew, somebody that was from the community. It was never somebody outside of the community that could come in the community and cut the hairs in the community. So we can't look at that and cry because they choose to do a service that ain't nobody else doing in our community. We can't cry about that. We gotta make sure that these trades are being met by the youth. The youth need to learn how to cut hair. The youth, brother Jabari here in Baltimore, he got a boot camp for hair cutting, but it's not enough people to spread around the city. But then they cry about the immigrants. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. While you crying, they got everybody buying. That's just what it is. We need to stop crying and go and get busy. We need to go and get busy. While you crying, everybody's buying. From the car wash to the Dunkin' Donuts to the Mexicans at McDonald's. While you cry, when we were growing up, McDonald's was the job for our teenagers in our community. Anybody remember that? Remember we used to clown brothers and sisters who work at McDonald's. You work at Mickey D's. When I come by, can you give me the hookup? Throw me an extra fry in there. Press 7 if y'all remember that. Y'all remember that? Nowadays, you go to McDonald's, which I don't eat McDonald's, but if you happen to go in there with somebody or use the bathroom or something, ain't nothing in there but Spanish-speaking people from south of the border. When we were growing up, the McDonald's jobs, the Wendy jobs, we couldn't wait to get your work permit. Couldn't wait to get your work permit. You know what I'm saying? But while we're sitting around here crying, what are we teaching our children? What are we teaching them? You know what I mean? Come on, we couldn't wait to get our work permit. I remember a friend of mine got me a job at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Good goodness of gracious. Man, what's his name? I forget his name. Good friend of mine, man. I grew up with. He got me a job at Kentucky Fried Chicken. We were young. We were still in school, middle school. And man, I don't know how he was working there, because they would put them chicken in them big old baskets and they, shake them up. One person shake them up and put the batter on them or whatever. Another person put them in the basket, and then that basket was heavy, cook goodness, and they jumping in a big bucket of grease, and man, and they want you to do that for 6 hours, 4 hours after school. I said, nah, man, I'm gonna go and sell some of this poison, man. I can't. I can't handle this. I was young years ago. Yeah. I would try to sell some of this poison, man. I can't. This is just too much. And my man, he was handling them joints too. I was like, man, how you do that? So how you do that one after another? I said, I'm going to try to sell some of these yellow bags, man. I can't do that. That's right. I remember I tried to work at McDonald's. Man, you stand on your feet all day. I said, no, man. I can't do that. But they were ad jobs, man. Like, nah, man. Did I remember the little yellow bags? Yeah. Let me see some. Oh, man. That's funny. Man, had the little yellow bags. They about this big. Get 10 pin joints out there. I wasn't doing that, man. I was different, man. I ended up in trouble, man. Because I couldn't stand up. I was like, man, they be standing up there all this time. They don't get no break or nothing. I'm trying to tell you, man. But nevertheless, they were air jobs. But what I did do, I will tell you this. What I did do is I would go around the neighborhood, cut grass. I would go around the neighborhood and carry elder people bags and things of that nature. I got a little bit changed that way. But man, that chicken was heavy. You understand? But at the end of the day, hold up. At the end of the day, these were neighborhood jobs. If you went to a European neighborhood, then you would see the European teenagers working in there. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't a quote unquote black or white That is, wherever the community was at, the children of the community worked there. It's not like that no more. These are these are like 30-year-old Hispanics, 40-year-old Hispanics. They took all the children's jobs. But what we gonna do? They said I was the cashier only. But what we gonna do? What we gonna do? Time to step up. I mean, that's where Trump was working at McDonald's 2 days ago. Guess why? All around the country, those who speak Spanish are working the McDonald's. All around the country, the Indians are working Dunkin' Donuts. All around everybody then marked out their own little franchise corner to bring that bread. It says no. Would you say no sound? Can you hear me now? Check 1, 2. Can you hear me now? Yeah, all around the country, every ethnic group has chalked has got a little space. Has got a little space into some franchise business, and that's how they roll. Like I said, the Dominicans, they are in the hair business now. That's it. The Chinese, they're gonna sell you the hair, the hair that you need. So all the little braiding spots in the hood, they're about to be done. They're about to be done. Unless you know somebody and you are deep in the hood, other than that, it's about to be done. Because I'm gonna tell you, the Dominican hair braiders and the African hair braiders, they got 3 on one head. In other words, when you go into the sister that do good braids, micro minis. Anybody know about micro minis? I know about this stuff. The micro mini braids, where it would have took her 8 to 9 hours to do micro minis, they got 3 people and they got a sub in. They got 3 people on that joint, so they gonna cut it below half. You see what I'm saying? That's how unity works. But we gonna sit there and cry. They got 3 people, one in the front, and they in rhythm. And one of them fingers get tired, they're going to sub somebody in. You be out there in 2-3 hours. One day, back in the day, it took all day. Y'all remember that? Anybody remember that? Press 7, y'all remember that? Man, so we got to stop the crying. We got to stop the crying and get busy. We got to stop the crying and get busy. It ain't our fault that people are more hungry than us. We got to get hungry. We got to get hungry. And with that being said, don't cry. Don't listen to those that want to talk about you crying. And all of these videos, family, as you can see, all of these videos, the Indians work at Subway. There you go. There you go. Family, if someone encourages for you to continue to cry, they are not for you. If someone is encouraging you to cry because of the immigrants, they are not for you. They should be encouraging you to try to come up with something to offset that force that we are up against. Because at the end of the day, these are not illegal aliens anymore. They are almost 4 generations in. And I can say that because when I was young, the influx was coming on the East Coast. And when I say young, like 13 or 14. And now it's full blown. So you cannot cry that these are illegal aliens per se, because these are the children born in this country and now they are citizens of this country and they ain't going nowhere. So you have to come up with something to counter that besides boo-hooing and crying. You have to come up with something to counter that. Boo-hooing and crying on the internet is a distraction. And that's all FBA does. They boo-hoo and cry on the internet. And in fact, the leader of the FBA don't even live in the communities that is affected by these. In fact, he lived in a community where the uppity are doctors, where the uppity are producers, where the uppity are from the Jewish persuasion. It's not even a community of FBA where he lives at in the gated community. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The Arabs work at Crown and Kennedy Chicken. There you go. There you go. We got to wake up. Don't listen. Don't let nobody get you into that mood of crying. But anyway, family, what I wanted to show y'all is that FBA and reparations talk is gone. It's over, family. It's over. The God Trump is about to let them down. You know what I mean? If Trump win this election, he will be letting them down majorly. Yeah, this they God right now. You know what I mean? This they God right now. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he will be letting them down. And let me show you something. One thing that Mr. Nasheed is doing lately is he's definitely trying his best to stay above water. And what I mean by that, trying to stay above water, is that he did a stream one day last week, and I was watching it. And he's supposed to have 18,000 people watching live. Now, as long as I have been watching and paying attention, Tariq Nasheed has never had 18,000 people watching his live stream at one time. 4,000, 5,000, okay, I get it. Even though I believe that they are bots. So Moochie, while it was live, Moochie was giving me the stats in the background. While it was live, he was really had the normal 4,700, which could be contributed to bots even at that rate, considering the numbers. You know what I'm saying? But Moochie, while he was live, Moochie was bringing the real stats. While he was live over here, faking with the 18,000, Moochie was behind the scene looking at the real numbers in real time. You see? Looking at the numbers in real time. And family, you can do that. You can do that. You can go to the website. When someone acting like they got 18,000 people watching, you can go, yeah, 80, you see what I'm saying? So these are bots, family. These are bots all the time. And Moochie stayed on the job. Moochie stayed on the job. Moochie stayed on the job until it went to 5201. But these numbers stayed right there at 18,000. So these are bots. This is why a person will get so mad at myself. This is why a person will get so mad at myself for making videos, because although people think that they got 18,000, people think that they got 18,000, 85,000. My views are true to what they are. If I get 1,000 views, that's just what it is. I ain't gonna make it more than what it is. That's just what it is. Make me no different. You know what I mean? But these people that are trying to cause people to believe in the grift, though they need them numbers. I mean, they need them numbers. They need them. So at the end of the day, somebody said real chats with 18 to 85K. Yeah, when you look at Drewski, take a Drewski chat, for example. If you take a Drewski chat or a gamer chat that's real popular, them chats be flying. And what I'm saying is, the hustle is to make it appear that it's more than what it is. But with that being said, family, we will be back tomorrow. I got a double hitter tomorrow. Family. We will be on my other channel tomorrow during the day. I think it's 2:30. I ain't sure. Stay tuned, because I need to watch the time, because I got some things going on. So we're going to have a double hitter, family. You know what I mean? A double hitter tomorrow, family. We're going to be talking about Mr. what his name is? Mr. Sharif Anael-Bey, family. Oh, yeah, we going all the way in tomorrow, family. I don't know if it's going to, I got it for 2 o'clock, but I do got some stuff going on, and so I need to do my time properly. So tomorrow on the new channel, not the new channel, I just renamed it, that's all. I just rebooted it. It was Noble Temples Podcast, but now I just rebooted. We'll be talking about this right here. Sharif Anael-Bey. That's right. We're going to expose how he's a part of a greater cover-up as they were back in the day. And again, family, it will be on the channel. That's right. Chief Protector of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And again, family, trust me on this one. I'm not going to be sitting up there trying to proselytize. I'm not doing any of that. I mean, hold up. I'm not going to be up there trying to proselytize to you. I'm just going to be exposing frauds, which in the conscious circles, the same way I do over here. You know what I mean? But I'm going to keep it Moorish over there. So, family, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you again, Thurman Smart. I really appreciate your support, family. I appreciate all y'all support, family. I'm going to try to do 2 shows tomorrow because I got to double work this weekend to try to get some get back from my travels and all of my expenses for our convention. It was a beautiful convention, I might add. Very, very nice convention. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Family, I got some new updates about my case that I'm going to share with y'all too. I'm not going to do it tomorrow. I just need to make time to do it right. But I got some new updates about the case. Y'all going to love that. I know you're going to love that. You know what I mean? I just got to get busy and get it done. Let me see what else I got, family. Oh, let me show you the beautiful family, if you don't mind. Can I show y'all the beautiful family? Let me show y'all the beautiful family. We was out in Chicago, and, yeah, man, shout out to my wife, boy. I tell you, sometimes, man, me and my wife, we get to beefing sometimes, and man, but ain't nothing like her. Ain't nothing like her. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing like her. You know what I mean? That's us. My son was mad. We made him take the picture. Y'all ever had one of them pictures? My son was mad. Look at my daughter. You know what I mean? We was out there in Burr Oak Cemetery. Man, we had a beautiful time in Chicago for our convention. My son was mad. Look at my son. He got on a Jamaican shirt. He tethering. I ain't even know my wife put that shirt on him. Look at that. My wife got him tethering. Look at that. She didn't call. Honey, you got us out here tethering. Goodness gracious. She did. Man, I didn't know she had us out here tethering. Anyway, if you Jamaican family, blame my wife. If you FBA, blame my wife. She have us tethering out here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we was at the cemetery, man. We was there for like 2.5 hours. I mean, just following the ass. And guess what? King Von. Anybody know King Von? King Von is buried there. It's a lot of celebrities buried there too. So I ain't get no time to go to King Von. I was too busy trying to find out what matriarchs and patriarchs. And family, with that being said, fam, I really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I really do.
Certified boogeyman.
As I.
Certified boogeyman. Certified boogeyman.
Check 1, 2.
Certified boogeyman.
We're gonna speak the truth, regardless of whether you like that truth or not. We're in the 21st century.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating.
People are being murdered on a daily and consistent basis.
It's been a long time. I should have left you. A couple weeks frogs that crept through.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating.
Reparations and they got your attention. A failed clown rapper claimed he was pimping, but you don't know he was a fed since 9-0. Cosmo Flex was a front for 5-0.
You can't get dropped in a pit of
Springfield.
snakes
They're eating the
and trying to
dogs.
figure out which one has the venom sac. I'm this tongue. This one is not poison.
FBA was laughing when he went to the Romans. I guess they don't understand that's who own them. Lying on GS claiming I stalked them. That ain't true, cause if it was, I'd have chalked them. I'm simply a blogger, researching for the family, cause people look like me, continue to scam me, continue to scam us in the name of liberation. But when I call them out, they claim that I'm hating. Who says I smacked somebody? Poke your chest out, then slide thousands of miles. Check it out. For a peace order. I'm back like I left something. And you kept frontin', sick the Romans on me, but they ain't really stopping nothing. How you say you slap a man and go get a peace order? Something ain't adding up. Now I'm in the deep
Springfield, they're eating the dog.
Who named you Tariq Nasheed, affiliated with the guns? Nah, you ain't a Sunni or the nation, but ain't nobody question why you perpetrating. See, early in the 90s, they put you on a mission. Hip-hop was conscious, you came with something different. Goofy clown rap to take it off track, but you was so back, nobody followed the act. So they made another character, turned you to a thug. From Cosmo to K-Flex, but still got no love. Album went wood, it was trash, no good. You was hip-hop police, snitching on the hood. You make a documentary about hip-hop and not include yourself in all your albums that flop. Yeah, you got some dark secrets, I'm here to expose them. And I don't plan to stop until everybody knows them.
He's back!
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.